shouted pulling up with it real bad, bad. You too. Dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag now. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on now. Set. 180. Gun.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Byron Maxwell, the corner, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey.
On second down, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Set. 180. Hey. Great.
Here's Newton now on second down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's rock now. Sit. Ready.
On first down, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they couldn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K.J. Wright in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Set. Set, ready? Hey, hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience will wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Hey, hey.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, hey.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready? 180. 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific play. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. McCaffrey on the counter. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Newton, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And it's caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
That's right. Now, ready? 180.
Throwing again is Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, it's Wilson. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerron Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Janikowski adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Newton on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Newton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Hey, hey,
You can't block me. You can't block me. Banjo.
Gun.
35 to fight.
Hey.
Buzz. Be ready.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's caught by Penning. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Anderson. And some room to roam now. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey.
To throw is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jump off.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. They've got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Does the big boy have the juice? 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now we get a timeout called up. The defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Wilson on the keeper. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. From the end zone, Newton. Funches has it complete. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned down, and because of
the Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simply a tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Smith catches left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready? 180.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. He's been with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now following the interception, here's Newton being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former first-rounder, Barkevius Mingo. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, fellas. Set 180. Hey. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Keep working, baby. Now, come on, tempo.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get to the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always talk, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And caught left side, Olsen. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Newton on 1st down, and that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 2nd and 10, Newton again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Fights off the defender. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4 down. Set. 780. Great. 58, right over there. Yeah. Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A handoff to Penny. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Thomas Davis's versatility was first on display in college. Played safety and linebacker there. Drafted in the NFL. They weren't sure what they wanted to do with him. He settled in and became a Pro Bowl outside linebacker. How about his coverage ability, though? Swatting down that pass.
And how about that last name?
I kind of like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm gonna show up at the family reunion whether they want me to or not.
Well, that's all right. I give it about a C+. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
That's right now. That's it. 180.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? On 3rd down, Penning, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They call a podcast